Jackson, who's absent today? If anyone has any work that you think wasn't turned in with the sub or wasn't turned in with the trimester 1 ending on Friday, you can drop it into the orange bin and I'll get those graded by the end of the trimester cutoff date, Max. We're in trimester 2, but I have a week to finish up grading, so if you think you missed something or just have it in your binder, turn it in so I can get it graded. Because Friday is like the final cutoff date of everything's in Power School and entered and checked off. Yeah, Chad? Oh, thanks. Yeah, Mason. You may. These two boxes, adding and subtracting, you're going to leave blank and you're going to have a chance to turn and talk to your partner and fill these in as thoroughly as possible. We'll get to these at the very end of our examples. Yeah. You're going to turn and talk to the team behind you, and you'll be a team of 3. Not right now. We'll go over that in just a second. So when you have a word problem, you're going to be tasked today to make this expression. And expressions have a few different things. They have variables, like x or y, and these variables actually mean something in the problem. They don't just mean that it's an x and it's the letter x. It actually means that there is something that x is. A relevance means the importance. You can underline it and put importance. Variables are extremely important because they are the thing you're looking for. The missing value, the thing or missing value you're looking for. You're trying to find. Let's go to example 1, then we'll fill out 1, 2, 3, and 4 and give some examples. Read example 1 for me, please, Avery. The length? Yeah, example 1, the length of. You're given a word problem, you're trying to make an expression that represents this. This is kind of like a fraction word problem where we got really good at circling numbers and boxing keywords. Do the same thing here. And the first thing I'm looking for after I circled and boxed my keywords is what is missing here. Well, they want to find the length of the football fields. That's what they're trying to find. The thing that they give you is a clue that's 30 yards more than the width. So the missing part is the length, but they give you a key. Chad, tell me your thoughts.
My thought is that the football field is 70, the width of the football field is 70 yards, and the length of the football field is 100.
Okay, I'm gonna pause you because they actually don't give us enough information to even fill in those missing pieces. But I love your line of thinking. You're gonna use that in a few days, Chad. We just want to make a word problem that matches this. So here's your football field, and there's this missing width right here. And then there's the length right here. Your variable that you need to know is the width, because that is 30 yards more than this thing. You're looking for the length, but you need to know what the width is to get there. So W is going to be our width. They say the length is 30 more than the width. So if you have more than, I'm thinking addition. It's 30 more than the width. 30 more than the width. Then you'll get the answer of the length. That's the end answer that you're looking for. But I just need to set up 30 plus W to get that expression complete. That is all you need to write. 30 plus W. I don't know what the length is because they haven't told me. I don't know what the width is because they haven't told me. This is as simple as we can make it. Let's go back and look for some keywords. So I saw more than meant addition. Anything else? I think that's about it. Head up to your box where it says adding and add that keyword. More than goes here. Every time we finish an example, we're going to go up and jot down that word in either add or subtract. Yeah, Jameson.
In the adding box, I put some, add, and more.
Awesome. We're going to go back to that. If we have any more to fill in, Jameson, we'll get to you and you can pull those back out of your pocket, okay? Here's your steps. 1, you annotated key information. I circled and boxed, found my variable. Then I identified the missing variable. I don't know what the width is. There's your missing variable. It is the width. Write your expression, width plus 30. And then you're going to check by comparing your expression. Does it actually make sense? Well, this said it was 30 more than the width. So 30 plus W makes sense. The length would be 30 plus W. Example 2. Mr. McT read 20 less pages of his book on Sunday than he did Saturday. Write an expression to represent the number of pages he read on Sunday. Annotate and turn and talk to your partner. Would I be adding or subtracting, and why? Odds, raise your hands. Odds, you're talking first. Am I adding or subtracting? Aiden, raise your hands. Hadley, raise your hands. And hands down. Odds, am I adding or subtracting? Turn and talk. Get ready, Mason. Go.
Oh, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Thanks for getting back. When we ring the bell, you're sitting up straight. You're tracking me. Hadley, would this be adding or subtracting? And why did you say? What keyword did you find? Great. Okay. So first step is to annotate the key information. Then we're going to look for the missing variable. I think it's subtracting, but I need to have something that is missing that I can use for the expression. There are 2 things that I don't know. I'm not sure how much I read on Sunday, and I'm not sure how much I read on Saturday. We want to represent the number of pages he read on Sunday. So this is going to be the answer, but we don't really need it in the expression. We're looking for Sundays. And if he read 20 less than his book on Sunday than he did Saturday, what could my variable be? Would my variable represent Sunday or Saturday's missing amount? Jackson.
Sunday.
Let's check. If S equals number of pages, he read Sunday. Hadley said this was subtracting. If I subtracted Sundays by 20, do I get Saturday's amount? He read 20 less pages of his book on Sunday than he did Saturday. 20 less on Sunday than he did on Saturday. 20 less on Sunday than he did Saturday. So I subtract 20, and this should equal Saturday's pages. Does that make sense? He read 20 less pages of his book on Sunday than Saturday.
No.
Why doesn't it make sense? 20 less on Sunday than he did Saturday. If you subtract 20 from Sunday, do you get Saturday's pages?
No.
Something kind of weird just happened. So you don't have to add. We can change this out just a little bit. Instead of doing Sunday minus 20, Let's make Saturday equal S. So if we go S being Saturday instead of Sunday, let's make the S Saturday. And you can make the variable anything that you want, but we'll just make it S again. Number of pages he read on Saturday. He read 20 less pages on Sunday than Saturday. If you take Saturday minus 20, do you get Sunday's pages? Saturday minus 20 equals Sunday. So S has to actually equal Saturday's pages. If you take 20 away from Saturday, you will get the amount he had on Sunday. So the expression we're actually trying to find, the end result is Sunday, but your expression has to be Saturday minus 20. Jameson. So that would be a lot better for this problem. I should have, sorry, let me zoom up. I should have made this like Tuesday and Wednesday because the S and the S is really confusing me. But for variables, Jameson, I want there just to be a single letter. So variables will never be like an SA or a SU. It does make more sense for this problem, but we're going to keep it like that. Next problem, read it for me, please, Lauren. Example 3.
He then spent some money to purchase a sled for his kids. Write an expression to represent how much money he has left.
Annotate first and think, am I adding or am I subtracting or both? Evens, raise your hands. Evens, am I adding or subtracting? Turn and talk 20. Go. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Sarah, Mara, and looking for 1 in row 1. Thanks for getting back. Liliana, am I adding or subtracting?
Both.
And what part am I adding if you are doing both for this?
70.
Okay, so we're going to combine those two together, sure. Let's do 70 plus 100. Do I need to make a unknown variable for the 100? No, because it tells me I made $100 on Sunday. So I added those together. Liliana, what part am I subtracting?
What he spent.
Great. And he spent some money to purchase a sled. What variable could I use? There's more than one right answer. I don't know how much money this sled was. What variable do you want to use, Daniel?
S.
Sure. So every time you do a problem today in the next 5 minutes with your partner on your independent work with your homework, I need to see a variable written and very clearly defined. On your test that's coming up on Thursday, I'm going to be looking and scanning through these types of problems. If I number of money or amount of money he spent. If I don't see a variable that's defined like this, S equals something, it is not going to get full credit even if you have the variable in here. He subtracted the S and it equals the money he has left over. You can keep it like that. This is an okay answer. Jameson.
170 minus S.
You can also do that. For Jameson, for these problems, thanks for adding that. I'm gonna clarify those of you who are a little confused at the M part because it's the right idea. Next week, you guys are going to be working on equations that actually have you solving for the amount he has left. We don't know. Chad, Logan, Jameson. We don't know how much money he has left. We need to know how much he spent first on this sled. So we don't need the M there because the first thing we need to figure out is that. The only thing I'm looking for is an expression with an equal sign. You should not have any number or anything on the right side. Okay, for the next 3 days, we're just going to focus on the expression like that. Head up to your charts. If you have a word that you could think of that might need adding that we haven't written, raise your hands. Logan. Additional. Is that in example 3?
Yeah.
Great. He made an additional amount. It means add. You can even see the word add there. Chad.
Plus.
Plus would be 1. Obviously, adding would be adding. You said summed, Jameson. Okay. Go to subtracting. We'll head back to adding after your partner work. What could I add for subtracting or include for subtracting? Aiden.
Minusing.
Sure. What else? Daniel. Less than works. Jameson.
Left.
How many left or how much left? Liliana.
Take away from.
Taken away or take away from? Reese. Difference is a good one. Nice. Try to leave a little bit of room because you're going to have time to come back to this chart. Yes. Remainder? Remaining? How much remaining or left over? Okay. We'll head back to this chart. Flip your page to partner work. Guided practice is actually what it says, but you're going to turn it into partner work. You have 5 minutes. Pencil up.